Remember, there is trauma that may come as a result of an accident, and counseling is very important for somebody to get back to their normal life. And this particular personal accident caters for those counseling sessions. Hi guys, welcome back to yet another exciting video of Fun Investors. My name is Dixon. We are so excited and glad to have you back. I hope you're keeping safe. I hope you're staying at home, and thank you very much guys for subscribing to our channel. For those who have not subscribed, kindly do so because you're missing a lot. Leave us a comment. We would love to hear from you. Let us get the views and ideas on the areas you would want us to discuss on this channel, and we'll be so much glad and willing to engage on the same. And in our today's episode, we are going to discuss about 5 key insurance that you may need as an individual. One of the most important insurance that you may need as an individual is a personal accident cover. A personal accident cover will provide you a 24-hour coverage against any bodily injury or death arising as a result of any form of an accident. Could be you're traveling, could be in your house and you fall. This particular policy will come into effect. It has the following benefits. Number one, there is a death benefit which is payable in the event of loss of life of the insured to the dependents. It's a lump sum amount payable at that particular point in time by the insurance to the dependents. Then there is a permanent total disability benefit. This is payable to the insured in the event that they are involved in an accident and they are totally incapacitated and they cannot be able to continue doing their normal works, or probably they cannot be able to continue earning a living. There is a lump sum amount payable under that particular benefit, which is equivalent to the death benefit. Then there is a temporary total disability benefit. This is a weekly cash benefit payable to the insured for the number of weeks up to a maximum of 104 weeks for being hospitalized as a result of an accident. Then there is a medical expense benefit. What happens is that in the event you are injured and the injury was as a result of an accident, you go to the hospital, pay cash, and then you bring the receipts to the insurance company and they will reimburse you up to a maximum amount of money, the maximum amount of benefit available under your personal accident cover. Then also there is a funeral expense cover. This is to cater for the funeral expenses in the event of loss of an insured party. Then also there is a counseling benefit. Remember, there is trauma that may come as a result of an accident, and counseling is very important for somebody to get back to their normal life, and this particular personal accident caters for those counseling sessions. And then also something to note is that in the event you have a motor vehicle insurance policy, the comprehensive, for those who are driving, you and any member of your family are not covered for any accidental related bodily injury or death. And that means that in the event you have a comprehensive motor insurance policy, you need to take a personal accident cover to insure yourself, your wife or your spouse rather, and your children, and even your house help. Otherwise, in the event of an accident and there is death or bodily injury to any one of them, the insurance company will not be able to pay, because motor insurance policies will only cover the motor vehicle itself and damage to any third party property or bodily injury to a third party. That could be your friend you're carrying in the morning to go to work or any other time, but not to yourself or any member of your family. So as you take your motor insurance policy, make sure that you request your insurance company to give you a personal accident cover to insure yourself as well as any of your family members. Over to you, Gladys.
Thank you, Mugambi. I'm going to talk about health insurance, also known as medical insurance. Statistically, you and your family are one illness away from being bankrupt due to an illness, either by the medical bills incurred after an illness of either of your family member or even the provider of your family becoming sick. Sickness, as you all know, does not come knocking on your door. It just comes, and when it comes, it really comes, and you have to take care of it. So there are two types of insurances. For medical insurance, there's inpatient and there's outpatient, which are commonly taken by anyone who would want to take medical insurance. It is very critical that you purchase at least an inpatient. I could recommend an inpatient for reasons being that is what makes people bankrupt very easily. Because once somebody is admitted in a hospital, you never know what bill you're going to get at the end of the stay in the hospital, or any other care that person would need after they are out of the hospital, either through a nurse coming to home for therapy or anything else, depending on what illness the person had or has. So it is very important for you to purchase a medical insurance. It is very critical. It's not something that you would say it is optional. Gladly, we have an HIF, which is affordable for many, which comes to help many people when they are ill or when they are admitted. But for personal medical insurance, which you can purchase through your employer, if you have a good employer who offers medical insurance for you as a staff, if you do not have that, you can also get medical insurance as a group. Maybe you have a chama and all of you don't have medical insurance through employers, or you're even self-employed. You can opt to have a medical cover for the group, or even as an individual, you can walk to any insurance company, inquire more about health insurance or medical insurance, and I'm sure the person you'll find at the desk will be able to give you more information. Other things that medical insurance would cater for is optical and even dental, depending on what you want. The package that you would get for medical insurance is definitely dependent on your age. It is dependent on what you want, what kind of hospital you want to visit when you're sick. If you're looking at the Class A hospitals, which are the high-end hospitals, you're going to pay a little bit more premium. If you're looking at mission hospitals, you're going to pay a little bit less. And if you're looking at public hospitals, you'll even pay lesser. So it is your pocket that will determine what kind of insurance that you're going to get. It is affordable, trust you me. If you visited any insurance company or any insurance agent to explain to you all about medical, it is possible for you to have that. You need that peace of mind as you do whatever you're doing. I think that's it. It's so much information that I can give for medical and health insurance. But as for now, let's wind it at that, and over to you, Brenda.
Thank you so much, Gladys. Another very important insurance that we all need is home insurance, or better known as the domestic package. Where you live in right now, whether you own it or it's rented, you need to insure it, unless you're willing to pay to replace every single item in that home. Another way is it covers you for liability in case someone gets injured in your property. Typically, this covers the building itself and the household items in that building. We are looking at things like furniture, electronics, we're looking at kitchenware, we're looking at your clothes, your jewelry, we're looking at mobile phones, we're looking at cameras, laptops, we're looking at even your domestic manager in this situation. So this insurance is important, and home insurance takes two forms. We have liability coverage and we also have property coverage. Liability coverage is whereby you are compensated in case someone gets injured in your property. How are you compensated? Let's say, for example, someone comes to visit, or you have a plumber, electrician coming over to work on your house, and probably they slip on your stairs, they fall, or they fall from a ladder in your home. They may sue you for these damages in the process. So this is where the liability coverage comes in. And if someone wants to sue you, this insurance is going to pay for you in defense of that. So another form is the property coverage. Property coverage, you're looking at the building itself and the household items if something happens to them. We are looking at fire and perils. We are looking at floods, storms. We are looking at, let's say someone comes and steals from you. A good example, your roof gets blown away by a storm. The insurance is gonna compensate you for that, and you're going to replace your roof at the end of the day. You also look at the situation whereby, let's say you come home, your house has been wiped clean. Insurance will compensate for that. You're also looking at a situation whereby there's fire, your building burnt down, there's flood. Insurance is going to compensate you for these damages. And we are also looking at a situation whereby, we have these items that are all risk. We are looking at items like laptops. We are looking at items like mobile phones, where you use it everywhere you go. Your camera. Probably you're out there shooting something, or probably you're using your phone out there. Of course you are. And maybe you've left your laptop in your car somewhere, it gets stolen, your phone gets stolen. This insurance is going to cover you for that kind of damage or that kind of liability that has been caused to you. So, how do you go about it when you need this insurance? Basically, if the building is yours, give the value of the building. And of course, the other details of the building. Your household items also, you give the value of them to the insurance. After this, you'll be given a quotation, and once you pay, voila, you have the cover. So it's as simple as that. I hope everyone is gonna think about it, and home insurance is a necessity to everyone. Thank you so much. That's it from me, and over to you, Esther.
Thank you so much, Brenda. Other than the insurance packages that you've already talked about, one of the important things you want to do is think about your retirement. And retirement is basically what happens to you when you stop formal employment. So you need to begin to consider what kind of lifestyle will you have when you stop your formal employment. Will you go back up country? Will you stay in the city? And when you stay in the city, which kind of house are you going to stay in? Which kind of car will you drive? Which kind of food will you eat? When you go back up country, what kind of place will you stay in? Will you already have a shamba? Will you have built something? So these are some of the things you want to consider now. And so one of the things we want to offer to you today is talking about pensions. We want to talk about pensions, and pensions is literally what money you will have to sustain that kind of lifestyle in the future. Right now, the government has pension opportunities or pension plans available for everyone who's in formal employment, and we call that NSSF, which is National Social Security Fund. Now, that goes only for 200 shillings in a month, but think about it, 200 shillings by 12 months, that's only 2,400 shillings. 2,400 shillings, and if you're working formally for maybe 20 years, that doesn't amount to too much. And so you have to begin to ask yourself, what can you put aside now for you to be able to afford that kind of lifestyle in the future? And so there are various insurance companies that are offering pension plans. There are various pension plan providers. And so you'd like to check up one or two of them and begin to intentionally think about your future. Over to you, McKenna.
Thank you so much, Esther. Now we're going to discuss the life insurance cover. So basically, the main benefit of the life insurance cover is to cover the funeral expenses and also cover for your loved ones whom you've left behind. How to get an estimate is you consider the funeral expense costs. At the same time, you also consider the life expenses. For example, the college insurance or college tuition, or maybe a health insurance at the time, or a mortgage if you're paying one, among other things. So how to get a quotation or a quote is you have to consider the age of the person being covered or principal member. You consider the number of dependents and the occupation. Also, under life insurance, we have two different types of life insurance. We have group life insurance. This is where we have funeral expense covers for the group, or we also have loan insurance covers. So should the principal member pass away, the proceeds are paid by the insurance company to the family, and the family benefits from this. We also have individual life covers, such as whole life covers, which you pay continuously for the rest of your life, either annually or semi-annually or monthly. But this covers you throughout your life. And then second, we have term life covers, which cover you for a certain period of time. For example, an education policy. Should you get an education policy for say 12 years and you live till 12 years and you're alive, the proceeds go to you as a principal member. But should you not live to these 12 years, let's say you pass on within the first 6 years, These proceeds will go to your dependents. So it's very beneficial for your dependents because life insurance cover basically covers in time of death. So it's very helpful in terms of helping your family continue to live on and helping them in terms of the expenses that they may have going forward. Over to you, Mugambi.
Thank you guys for staying tuned to the end of this particular discussion. To Gladys, McKenna, Esther, and Brenda, thank you very much for those amazing points. I have learned a lot as well, and I hope you guys have been able to learn from whatever we've been able to share today. Do not shy away from engaging with your insurer or insurance company to get more information regarding these products. They're very beneficial, very affordable. Get to find out more, get to engage, get to purchase, and at the end of the day, you'll be able to benefit as a person. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Share, subscribe, and until next time, see you guys.